The 10th and final lesson is all about adding content to your blog now. We've set up everything with regards to the overall structure. We talked about widgets, we talked about customizing the header and creating pages and so on. But if you look at this actual blog, the live version of it, we have just this hello world post and nothing else. So we really need to start thinking about what can we put here to keep visitors coming back and to capture people's attention. And that comes in the form of writing content, aka blog posts. So let's go back over to our dashboard, and we'll go right to the start of the dashboard just to get you used to using this, and zoom back in. So the first thing we want to do here is click on posts. And as you would expect, the first thing and the only thing we see is this hello world post, which was just put there for setup purposes. We're not going to be using it ever again, so the best thing to do here is trash it. And we'll start adding some real posts, and we'll simulate. Now, I'm not going to write real content, but I'm going to create posts with no data in it for now, just so you can get the idea of how the process works. You can follow along and actually write your articles or write your post content as you go. So the first thing is, let's add a new post. This will be the first post on our new blog. So we click Add New, and everything you see right now is going to look very familiar because we talked about all of this stuff when we were dealing with new pages and editing existing pages. So let's actually do a simulated example here. The first post can be the basics of marketing your small business. So something to keep in mind here is when you do create titles for your blog post, it's good to put keywords that kind of match the audience you're targeting. So marketing your small business, those are all really good keywords that Google will find, or any other search engine will find, and index it based on those kind of search phrases. If somebody's searching for help on marketing their small business, you might get some traffic based on that kind of search. Then, like most posts, you come into the visual tab here and you can start writing your article. So this article will deal with marketing. And I want to point out a few things about creating posts that are going to be very important to you as you build up your blog. So moving down, kind of like pages, there's some other sections or panels below that you want to make sure you're aware of. Likes and shares. If people like this on Facebook, then you want to show that on the post. You can disable that if you like, but this is where you get your social proof, so it's a good thing to leave it. And also show the sharing buttons on this post. You definitely want to leave that to make people have the option of sharing this with their friends. And then up here on the top, you have your publishing panel. Currently you can see it's in draft mode. We have not published it online yet. And it's going to be public when we do publish it. If this is something that's going to be private for your customers or something like that, you would edit it here. And then when do you want to release this? Right when I hit publish, or do I want to date this for maybe 2 or 3 days or weeks out? That's up to you. You have to decide on what kind of content you're writing here. You have the option here of choosing from different formats. So there's a standard format, there's an aside, and there's a gallery. In most cases, the standard format will work, and this will kind of change depending on what theme you're using. So just mess around with these settings if you want to see all the different options that are available to you. One of the key components of blogging is to categorize your content into appropriate categories. So here by default there is an uncategorized category. That doesn't really help your users navigate your website. So what I want to do here is let's add a few categories that will make sense for this particular blog. Let's say this blog focuses on helping small business owners with marketing, with sales, and with accounting. Let's add one category per section, and we know that most of our articles will fall under one of those 3 categories. So marketing, and you just click add. Notice there is a section here to make parent categories and child categories. If you wanted to have, let's say, internet marketing, postcard marketing, or newspaper or whatever, you could put those as child categories underneath the marketing category. I'm just going to stick with one level from a hierarchy perspective. Sales is another category, and accounting. So we're going to be providing tips on these 3 areas. Now, these 3 are all checked, so if I were to publish this, that means this article would be categorized as all 3. Now, this article is called The Basics of Marketing Your Small Business, so if this is a real scenario, we're not going to put it in accounting, we're not going to put it in sales. It's a marketing-based article. The other cool thing here is you can add additional tags that also let you describe this article further. So if you have a really broad category like we do here called marketing, this article might be focused on internet marketing or another flavor of marketing. We can tag it with that. So let's say this is internet marketing specific. We can click add, and that tag also gets applied to this post. People who read our blog can search for any post that has been tagged with the word internet marketing or other forms of marketing or anything else that we happen to have with regards to tags. And we let our users choose the tags that they want to search for. So from there, all we have to do is click publish, or we might want to let's do a preview first to see what this would look like if we were to publish it. So here in the preview you can see it shows the post, it shows in the end we're going to have a much longer article here, and then people can share it. So this looks pretty good. We can probably feel comfortable going back over here and publishing this online. So we hit publish. And now what I want to do is go over to the real site, the live site, and refresh the home page, because remember we deleted the Hello World post, and now our site has our first article. As we add more articles, the older articles will move down, the newest articles go to the top, and you'll build your blog up that way. I don't believe I have a category section. Oh, I do have it. I have a category section here, so you can see if I click marketing, it's going to give me a list of all the articles that fall under the marketing category. And right now we have one, but over time you can see how this will build up, and people will be able to navigate your blog very easily, and it makes for a great situation for you as a blogger.